Shalom. Kol halal Yahweh Bashem Avashai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all my fellow laborers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. To the confusion of face Akim that are joined unto our ranks. To the hopefully elect, the Akwaf that are listening and learning. To you I say Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of by blood, proven by the scriptures, proven by history, proven by the relics. All right, we are not associated with any black denominated organization. All right, there is no such thing as black people. There is no such thing as white people. People are different shades of brown and different shades of red. All right, many nations are dark brown, Negroes included. And there's only one nation that really came out red, and that was Esau, Edom, who is the so-called white man. They're not the Arabs, and they're not Japhet. And anyone saying that is unlearned or an agent. Point blank, period. This video, that I'm about to do, it won't be long. And I'm going to entitle it, that is a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power. So, you know what? Let's just read that scripture. That's Hebrews 10 and 31, and it reads, "It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power." All right? Because it just is. Especially if you're not doing what you want to do. I mean, what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be doing what you want to do. All right? That was completely a slip of the tongue. All right? You're supposed to be doing the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And you got a lot of brothers that really don't have that fear, man. So this is kind of like a dual lesson in one. All right? And the duality of the lesson is inspired by this brothers from Mysteries of the Kingdom. This push us toward the crown, because we're too close to the end for brothers to be getting weak and falling out and giving up, man. All right? You're already in this fight. Going back into the world is not going to save you from the upcoming torments, man. And Salakia, for my absence, I was sick and under the weather for the last couple days, and was really not able to even get on my feet, man. You know why? Because the Lord, he decided that he was gonna chastise me for whatever reason. And it's like Elder Uriah always says, man. First thing when something happens to him, he thinks, "Lord, what have I done? Why am I getting this chastisement?" All right. So the Lord brought me through it and showed me a way out. So I'm feeling better. And and look, just got back on my feet, man, and I'm right back sitting in front of in front of the keyboard, pushing out a lesson to feed the flock, to do my portion, to do my part. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into this lesson. Let's go with it. This is 1 Samuel 4th chapter, and I'm gonna read verses 10 and 11. All right, and it reads, "And the Philistines fought, and Israel was smitten, and they fled every man in his tent, and there was a great slaughter, for there fell of Israel 30,000 footmen. And the ark of power was taken, and the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were slain." So when you don't do right, man, the Lord slays and puts us to death and allows the enemies to do it. And he made Esau the whipping stick of the world. All right? He put these weak Edomites over you, man, with that fierce countenance. And Esau, with his gift, the sword, man, he is not ashamed nor afraid to use it. Okay? At all. And the Lord will unleash them on you. All right? When you're doing wickedly, man. And Eli's son were doing wickedly, and there was no chastisement, man. All right? You have to be ready to chastise those who you love, your sons included, man. All right? You got to be willing to do that. All right? Whether it be by your hand or through one of your own men. You have to be ready to do that if that be the case, man. Okay? You got to think of what happened to Jonah when he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do, man. Okay? The Most High jacked Jonah up, man. Gave him a horrible experience. And let's go ahead and read it. Let's shoot over to the book of Jonah real quick. and just go straight to the point. This is Jonah, the first chapter, and I'm going to start at verse 15. All right, and it reads, "So they took up Jonah and cast him forth into the sea, and the sea ceased from her raging." So the sea was acted up and going raging crazy because the people found out that Jonah had disobeyed Yahweh. And these men weren't, you know, some of these men on the ship were heathens, man. They fear Yahweh. So what did they do? They grabbed up Jonah and threw him into the sea, and immediately the raging of the sea stopped. All right? Then the men feared Yahweh exceedingly and offered a sacrifice unto Yahweh and made vows. Now Yahweh had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah, and Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. Okay? So Jonah was in that fish, man, and it wasn't no, you know, that great fish, and it wasn't a joyful experiment, man. You know, and you had some people that came against that once upon a time, and then the Lord allowed a story to come out about a Hamite who went deep sea diving and stayed in an air pocket inside of a ship that was sunken under sea, and he stayed in it for 3 days, proving that you could actually live in fluids, that it was beyond possible for Jonah's experience to actually happened. All right. So the Lord, you know, rescued Jonah from that. This is Jonah's second chapter, verse 10, and it reads, "And Yahweh spake unto the fish, and it vomited out Jonah upon to dry land." Chapter 3, verse 1. "And the word of Yahweh came unto Jonah the second time, saying, Arise, go unto Nineveh, that great city, and preach unto it, and preaching that I may bid thee." All right, so Jonah went and he did what he was supposed to do after that, man. The Lord had mercy on him. The Lord jacked him up, you know, because the scripture clearly says, man, that the Lord chastises those that he loves. If everything's perfect and okie dokie with you, man, the Lord may not be with you. If you don't have no physical ailments, no financial ailments, no woes, everything's smooth at work, everything's smooth at home, everything's going fine, you know, your t-shirts are selling, your propaganda is selling, you got your TV or your television show, your radio show, you know, pushing all that false doctrine. Or you're a brother who had the true doctrine and you just bullshitting on what you should be doing, not applying yourself or putting out videos or doing the work like you should. Most High gonna get you, man. Okay? He will get you. Let's go back to the book of Samuel. Go to chapter 5, verse 8 through 10, and it reads, "They sent therefore and gathered all the lords of the Philistines unto him, and said, What shall we do with the ark of power of Israel? And they answered, Let the ark of power of the power of Israel be carried about unto Gath. And they carried the ark of the power of Israel about thither. And it was so that after they had carried it about, the hand of Yahweh was against the city with very great destruction, and he smote the men of the city, both small and great, and they had emeralds in their secret parts." All right. So the Lord put pain in their private parts, man, their secret parts. All right. Therefore, they sent the ark of power to Ekron, and it came to pass that the ark of power came to Ekron, and the Ekronites cried out, saying, They have brought about the ark of power of Israel to us to slay our people, man. So, look, just to give you an example that the Lord will mess you up, man. And he's going to mess up Jake just like he was messing up these heathen right here, man. All right? If you're not doing right, man, the Lord is going to get you. All right? Yahweh will put it on you, man. So, we too close to the end for that. Remember, man, Revelation 2 and 26. We want to endure to the end, man. Let's read that real quick. Okay? All right, because that's that prize, that crown, man. We all want it, man. That's why we labor. This is Revelation 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. You know, that don't sound like, you know, God love everybody, man. All right, see, he's going to give power over the nations, man. All right, so with that, you know, I hope this was a quick and edifying lesson. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Abashai by Hashem Rakak Wadash Wa Abba Babal.